Okay, so today very important concepts. So I will show you how to install the Docker. So what is Docker? How to install the Docker, and then on AWS we have like ECR, Elastic Container. We have three important concepts in AWS. So one is the ECR, Elastic Container Registry. Another one is the ECS, Elastic Container Services, ECS. Another important concept is EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Services. These three are very, very important. Most of the real time we are using these service tools. And Docker as well as Docker, Kubernetes. So all this comes under this today concept. So we'll start one by one. So we wait someone to join. Just wait. Viswa, I'm waiting for Viswa. Yes, she is also joined. Right. Right. So I will start this. So before starting today, concepts are the Docker concept, container concept, and then Kubernetes concept. So we'll see. First, we need to launch one instance before start our concept. Let me launch. See, I just select the just logged into AWS dashboard management console. This is you can select to any region. So I select in California region. In this region, I want to start. So launch instance. Just click on launch instance. Yeah, so you can select to any instance. So for example, I'm trying to launch one Linux system. Yeah, Amazon Linux machine or Ubuntu, whatever maybe. So select Ubuntu and then click configuration details. So all our default settings only. Click add storage. Here I'm giving just size 8 GB per Linux instance. So by default 8 GB per Ubuntu, per Red Hat 10 GB. This space you can increase. So I'm just now increasing the 20 GB to my Linux machine. Add tags, add tag name. So this is my name of operating systems. Like this is the Linux operating system configuration. Yeah, add security rules. So you can add any security rules. So I'm allowing all the traffic. So anywhere. Yes, review and launch. I'm just launching the download the key pair. Download key pair. Launch instance. Yeah. So view instance. Just click on view instances. Yeah. So before start any practicals in AWS, just to for a practice purpose, just open a notepad and note down points what you are doing in the AWS management console. So this is a reference purpose only. So step by step, we can do it one by one. Right. I already shared one guide. I think this guide name is Kubernetes guide. So if you find that guide, let me see, open that guide. Guide, yeah. Kubernetes slides. Yes. So in this guide, you can see Docker definition. What is Docker? How to use the Docker? Yes. Kubernetes. Yes. Okay. Senior dashboard. Select the US West one, California. So I selected one region in California. I just launched one Linux operating system. Before start our concept, yeah, I will show you what is this Docker. See, this guide very important. This is a real-time practical oriented guide. So in this, you can see introduction, prerequisite, what is Kubernetes. So control panel components, so node component is very important controller. Let's see, this is the prerequisites. Docker setup lab in brand by hands and Kubernetes, so Minikube, everything is there. Before discussing about this important evaluation, see, traditional deployment, traditional development, virtualized development, container development. So if you observe these three diagrams, first one you can see traditional development means if you have a computer, like it may be Linux, it may be client computer or server computer. So computer will have the hardware, right? So hardware above on the top of the hardware, we are installing the operating system. On the top of operating system, we are running the applications. App 1, app 2, app 2, whatever. So if you require multiple operating system, olden days we are in the single computer, we are running a single operating system. In that single operating system, we are running the multiple applications. Sometimes so the capacity of hardware is not sufficient to run the use applications, and multiple applications is not supported to hardware. Going forward, the people shall start using virtualization technology. So virtualization means so hardware is single hardware, single operating system, but by using the hypervisor virtualization software, we are installing the multiple operating systems on physical machine. So these multiple operating systems allow to run the multiple applications. See, a virtual machine one application app one, app two running. A virtual machine two, app one, app two is running like that. So, but these were hypervisor virtual guest operating system or virtual machines. It will consume the your system hardware and microprocessor size, hard disk size. So and then RAM size also. So see, this virtual machine also require operating system, binary libraries, everything is required. That means so if you launch the, for example, your base computer laptop will have 8 GB RAM. In the your laptop, you are installing the hypervisor software, virtualization software, or VMware software. In that VMware, you are launching multiple operating system. So base system, you have 8 GB RAM. So for example, you try to launch 4 virtual machines, right? At least you have to give 2 GB RAM to each virtual machine. So 4 virtual machines, 4 into 2, 8 GB RAM is consumed. So physical system, there is no RAM so to allocate. So that much problems are there. So each virtual machine consume the your real physical machine RAM and hard disk size and microprocessor capacity. So that is problem in virtualization deployment, development or deployment. So that is the reason next concept, this is the advanced concept. So we is launched in cloud technology. So that advanced technology we call as a Docker concept. So Docker is nothing but it is a software from Docker organization. It is a like a virtualization software, but not Hyper-V. In the Windows we are using the virtualization Hyper-V technology, and Linux we are using the KVM technology, right? So these are the virtualization technology inbuilt in Linux and Windows operating systems. So, but this is the third-party open source software. Docker is the third-party open source virtualization software. Like, but it's very advanced to the VMware software. VMware also we are using virtualization purpose. But VMware also we have the drawbacks. So if you are using VMware software in your system, so if you launch the operating systems in VMware, that is also consuming the your hard disk and RAM size, memory size, everything is consumed. So this is the Docker is also like virtualization technology, but it's advanced technology. It will not consume your physical system hardware hard disk. It will use as per your application. It will not completely use the entire RAM size, total RAM size. So see here virtualization. If you launch one operating system, that operating system consumes the 2 GB RAM 30 GB hard disk like that. But here not like that. So it is a based on the application running capacity. So for application one want to run, so this application 10 MB RAM is sufficient. And like so 1 GB hard disk is sufficient. So 1.2 gigahertz microprocessor speed is sufficient. So minimum capacity will take so in the container, the Docker operating system. So once you install the Docker software, in the Docker software we can install multiple, we can run the multiple containers. So container is nothing but it is a collection of the software, minimum software. So for example, I want to run a sample web application. To run that application, so Docker will create one container. Container we have the collection of the minimum requirements. So minimum consumption like binary files, minimum software files, minimum RAM, minimum hard disk it will take. It will not take entire information, entire, like it's not a virtual machine, it's a lightweight virtual machine simply. So in the virtualization, we are in the complete virtual machine. Virtual machine, nothing but RAM is required, hard disk required, microprocessor required. But it's container. So this is difference between the virtual machine and container. Container is also like a lightweight virtual machine, not complete virtual machine. So it will take as per the application requirement. So minimum consumption is happening. So that is the reason in the Docker we are running the multiple applications at a time. So that is the advantage of the Docker software. So the collection of these containers, this container is also we have different names. The container we also call like nodes. So collection of the nodes we call the cluster. Cluster is nothing but a collection of the nodes. So node, container, cluster, everything is comes related to your application. To run your application, we need one mission. So these are all lightweight virtual machines. Container is also lightweight virtual machine. Node is also lightweight virtual machine. Pod is also lightweight virtual machine. Right. So this is the, so to run the multiple applications at a time. So Docker is required. So Docker, we have the cluster. Cluster is a collection of the nodes. So to cluster management also, again, latest technology. Cluster management, cluster is a collection of the nodes, multiple nodes, so we can run by using cluster. To run the cluster, we are in the Docker Swarm software. After that, advanced one is the Kubernetes. So nowadays, mesh source is also there. Some other third-party software is also there. But in the last 4 to 5 years, so this is the Kubernetes is the leading tool. So to run the cluster management. Okay, so after Docker technology, we need to learn about the Kubernetes services and Kubernetes technology. Okay, so Docker is nothing but it is a virtual machine, like virtual machine software. If you install the Docker, Docker, we can install your Linux machine and your also Windows machine, your Mac OS also. So once you install the Docker software, in that Docker software, we can run the multiple containers. We can take Docker file, from Docker file to we need to convert it Docker image, from Docker image to we need to convert to Docker container. That containers we can push into Elastic Container Registry. From Elastic Container Registry, we can run the Elastic Container Services, ECS, and also we can create clusters in EKS. Okay. Yeah, first we need the two operating systems. See, this is the my I don't have any Linux machine. That is the reason I create one Linux computer in AWS dashboard. This is my Linux computer still running. In base computer, I have the Windows. So this is my Windows. So I will show how to install the Docker in Windows as well as Linux. If you open CMD, so this is my Windows PC. Yeah, this is my Windows PC. Yeah. Here, if you install, if you check the your Docker hyphen version, it will show the Docker version installed. So Docker, there is no Docker version installed. So and also go connect to your Linux machine. Yeah, select your Linux computer and then click connect. Just click and click connect. Now it is connected. Yeah. So once you connect your Linux computer, so I will show how to install the Docker software in Windows and Linux. So first we need to learn how to install Docker software. So here first you need to run the your initial plugins sudo. Every Linux machine once you log in, just update the initial plugins or softwares. Sudo, this is the apt-get update -y. Initial plugins are automatically installed. Once installed the initial plugins, so yeah, you just open another browser and just check install the Docker. So everything is there in documentation. Just type the install Docker in Ubuntu or install Docker in Yeah, Windows. So Docker and Docker. Yes, this one also okay. Yeah, just click on any. So it will give the C. So we can install the Docker in different. So this is for Ubuntu. So as Windows also CentOS. So this is steps to install Docker and CentOS, Debian, Fedora, RHEL. These are operating system how to install Docker. And also Windows also we have the same process how to install Docker. I will show you how to install in the Linux. By because we want to run the script, we are most of the times we are using Linux. Same Windows are the same process. Let's see. First, after updating your plugins, so to install the Docker, first check the Docker is installed now. Docker space hyphen version. So there is no Docker. So it is asking, it is telling the steps sudo apt install docker.io. Automatically Docker software will be installed. See, enter this command sudo apt install. Okay, space docker.io. Docker authority. Yes, we could not update it. Sudo space apt hyphen get install. You can enter this command also. Docker hyphen y. Now install the all Docker required files. Sudo apt hyphen get install Docker hyphen y. This is the command to install the Docker's role, Docker software in your Linux computer. So once install the Docker software in your Linux computer, next to check the version. Which version we are in? Docker space hyphen version. Now you can see. Sorry, so sudo space dock Docker hyphen version. Yeah, swallowing stuff. Space. No, it's not taking sudo su operate administrator font. Docker. So after installing the Docker, we need to start the Docker service, right? That is sudo systemctl start Docker. Yes. Okay. So just a minute. Sudo apt hyphen get update install the default plugins, all default plugins. Yeah. Fine. So next to sudo apt hyphen get install. So Docker hyphen y. Yes. So Docker already the newest version 1.5 is showing, right? So I want to show secure Docker sudo space command. Docker sudo Docker version. After installing, I want to start the service sudo systemctl sudo systemctl start Docker. Just a minute. What is version install 1.5-2? Don't seek the Ubuntu. What is the latest version? Uninstall the old version, okay, and then install the new version. So sudo apt get update. This is the command to set up repository first, and then install the Docker files and install Docker engine. Yeah, this is the command to install the Docker engine. Okay. Set up the repository, install and using the repository. Installation method. Yeah. First copy this command. Enter this command. Sudo apt Yeah, I am installing the advanced version, and then enter this command. Copy paste this command. Yes. Next command. Add Docker official GP key. Okay, so I'm adding this one also by using the curl method. Copy paste this one. Here, next command. So steps are there already, so you can execute one by one all these steps. This is the steps. To install the advanced latest Docker software. Yes. Next step. This is the executing. Okay. Next, directly we are installing the latest software. Again, update the default plugins. We want to install Docker engine. Sometimes when you select regions, right? So that may be problem with the regions also. So at that time, software not installed or plugins are not updating. Just change the region and again try with the same commands. So we have problems, region problems in AWS. Yeah. So again, install the Docker engine software. With this command. See, all packages are already installed. Right. Next command. This is the Docker versions. Yes, running. Yeah. So this is the command we use for Ubuntu, right? So next, after installing the Docker software, so we need to download the packages to your Docker software from Docker Hub. So let's go on connect mission. So Docker, is there any Docker images? Images. The problem with this region, I think, is Docker version you have to show sudo space Docker. See, this is the problem with the region only. Let me change the region. Same process. So let's go and select any other region. Hong Kong, or let's go on for AP Central. Yeah, US East to region. And selecting another region. See, sometimes some softwares are unable to install in region wise. Go for instance, same process. Launch the Linux. Here some server is there. See, this is the test server. Connect to this machine. It's a machine. Connect. Yeah. So this is also Amazon Linux. Okay. First install depend plugin sudo apt-get update. Yeah. Update -y. This is the centralized return. Okay. So now I want to install the Dockers. So this is command sudo yum space install space Docker -y. Docker all softwares are in C. So in case if Ubuntu is not unable to install Docker, take Red Hat or take CentOS or just change the operating system or change the region. Sometimes so one regions work, some regions are down based on their timing. Okay. So next, so after installing the Docker role, so start the Docker service. Sudo systemctl start Docker. See, Docker service is started. And check the status. Sudo systemctl status Docker. See, Docker is active or running. So once installing the Docker, this is the installation command in Linux. Windows also you have the same commands. I will show next to Windows as well. Yeah, once you install the Docker file, now just check the Docker version. Docker sudo space Docker sudo space Docker hyphen version. So this is mandatory. Which Docker version we are using? See, it will come like this. So this is the Docker version 20.10. This is the latest version we are using. Now virtualization software ready in your Linux computer. So in this top of the Docker, now you can take the Docker file, convert the Docker file into image, Docker image. That is one process, and run the Docker image. So once you run the Docker image, automatically container will be created. Now see. So check the sudo space Docker images. Is there any images? See, right now repository tag image ID created size. There is no images in your Docker. Now just download some images from your Docker Hub. So Docker Hub is the repository like GitHub, Bitbucket. Next case I will explain repository as well. So Docker Hub is one repository. From the Docker Hub repository, you can download the Docker images. So let's see. So just here click on Docker Hub, central repository. So open source public repository. Click Docker Hub. Open in Docker Hub. Now you can see we have also number of images are available in Docker Hub. You can pull the images from here. So you can download the images to your local machine. So yes, we can create your own repositories. See, for example, simple Docker hello world. So this is the Docker image. So this image I want to download. So to download this command, copy and paste the pull this image. So just copy this command and go to your local computer. So Linux computer, paste here. So Docker pull hello world. So it will pull the your image from the Docker. See, sudo first enter the sudo space. Sudo space, enter this command. Now it is pulling the information from your Docker. Just to again enter the command. So sudo space Docker images. So now you see one image downloaded to your local system. Now by using this image, you can create the container. I will show you how to create the container. Yeah, like that you can download the n number of the images from Docker Hub. So hello world, or you can nginx image, some other images. And also you can see, just click on official images. See here number of images are available. These are all the images. So you can download this image into your local machine. See, Ubuntu image is ready, PostGR image, Radius, Node, MySQL image, nginx. So you can download this Mango, OpenJDK. So all these are images, all over images. You can download this image into local machine. So just nginx. So if you want to download this image, just click on this image. It will there command. So Docker pull image name. Copy this command and go to your local computer and download into your local computer. Copy paste here. Sudo. So I am logged as user, that is asking the permission. Yeah, sudo Docker pull image. See, nginx image also downloaded. So like that you can download n number of images. The same process. You can download. Click on official images. You see categories also, the operating system related images, DevOps related, database, base images, Linux, Windows. See, so all types of images are available here. So Python, Alpine, so everything is available. See, yeah, BGBox. If you want to BGBox image, so select BGBox and then yes, copy paste this image and enter. Command is same, copy paste here, sudo copy paste this command. That image also download your local system. Right now, see, just enter the command sudo space Docker images. Oh, say 3 images are downloaded. So you can see tag name latest, image ID created 9 days ago, 6 weeks ago. This is size of that images. See, BG box image 1.2 MB, hello world 13.3 KB. So these are the images sizes also available, right? Now I want to I want to create the container. So container is means application. Yeah. So by these are the images, 3 images available. So let me show you any containers running or Docker PS. This is commander sudo Docker PS. Sudo Docker PS. It will display the any container. This is container ID, image, command created, nothing. There is no containers running. Again, enter command sudo space, one more command, Docker PS hyphen A. See, there is no containers are running. So there is no containers created. So I already have the images. I just want to run the sample image like hello world. So let me enter the command. Yeah, sudo space Docker images. See 3 images, right? I want to run the one image. So how to run command is Docker sudo space Docker. Sudo means I try to login as a user, easy to user. If you are the administrator, no need to enter sudo. So best practice use for user practice only sudo Docker and then image name hello world space sudo Docker hello world space and then yeah Docker run image name sudo space Docker space run space hello. Yeah, we enter, this image will be run. See, hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation is working correctly. So it should like this. If you want more information, so how to use the Docker hub, so share the images, so automate to workflow and more information with the Docker ID. Yeah, you can log into your Docker hub. So these are the command lines tools. So from where you can get it. Like that, you can see one image I run successfully. That means what Docker image is created, the container is created. You can check this command sudo. I run one image, it's automatically created the container. Once run the image, it created the container. So sudo space Docker space ps hyphen a. It will show the container. See, one container is once you run the Docker image, hello world image. See, container will be container ID. This is container image. So hello, 46 seconds ago, it is executed. It is initialized, right? So like that. Again, I want to run one more image. So how to run the Docker image? Docker run sudo Docker run image name nginx enter. See, it's running the nginx image. Once run the image, automatically container will create. That container you can run anywhere, any place. You can you can export that container into any external repositories as well as. Control C. Again, enter the command sudo space Docker Docker space ps hyphen a. It will show the how many containers we are running. See, 2 containers are created. So hello what is one container? Nginx container is nothing but a collection of the binary files, library files, software plugins. So this is the one application. That application you can use that application and you can run you can deploy that application into any virtual machines, any nodes, any worker node or master node, anywhere, any place you can. So it is a platform independent. You can run this container image on Linux system. You can run Windows system also. You can run this application. You can run into any place, anywhere, in any place. And as of now, so I just installed the Docker software and I downloaded the image from Docker Hub from external repository. This is the Docker Hub external repository. So you need to log into your account, Gmail account. So once you log into your account, now just this is the if you enter the name, you can see number of the official images available. You can download any images to your local system. So I downloaded some sample images, and from by using that sample images, I converted that images to containers. So as of now, 2 containers are available, right? You can push this container to your AWS ECR, Elastic Container Registry. I will show how to push. Before that, you need to authenticate to this Docker login credentials. So this is in my Docker ID. So here you just enter if you want to log in Docker Hub authentication. So the command is the sudo Docker login. It will ask the username. So username is my Docker username, and then it is asking password. Yeah, this is the login succeed. That is means I successfully logged into my Docker Hub. So these images again you can push into Docker Hub also. So this is the place we can store the images, right? So you can create repository. Like you could click on repository, create a repository, private repository, public repository. See, to push these are the command. So yeah, copy paste to notepad. Want to push the images to your Docker Hub. By using this commands, you can push your own image to your Docker Hub. So giving the TCS organization or Wipro TCS repo repository. Okay, public create. So it's not entering lowercase. TCS repo. Create. So once you create the repository, you can upload so you can push your images from your local system to Docker Hub. So here also you can push the images. So if you want to push images, this method is same. So you can use these commands. See, you can push to images to these also. Yeah. So how to push images? See, very simple method. We want to push the images. So this is the repository, right? This is command Docker tag. First, we need to tag the local. Let's see. I will show this one also, how to push the images to your Docker Hub. Yeah, go to your Linux system. Yeah. How many images are right now there? So sudo space Docker images, right? So we have 3 images. BGBox, for example, BGBox, you want to push this image to your personal repository in Docker Hub. So BGBox, so just to enter here, BGBox, a local repository name, BGBox. I can copy paste this one, paste here somewhere. Here, just change the naming. Local image name BGBox. BGBox. Tag name, I'm entering the latest. Here also new repository. This is my new repository, right? Yeah, enter this repository name. New repository. Tag name latest. I'm tagging that BGBox to. I'm changing the tag name. Yeah, enter this command. See, Docker tag. So BGBox, this is the image in my local system, my Linux system. I want to push this image to external repository, Docker Hub. So previously we discussed how to pull the image. Now how to push the image. How to push for pushing? We need to log into your Docker Hub, authenticate to here. So sudo space Docker space login. Now you are successfully authenticated to Docker Hub repository. Once authentication completed, so we have some images in local machine. So I want to push that images to external repository, but safety purpose. In case my machine is crashed or my hard disk is crashed, I lost the images. So that is the reason I'm pushing these images to my Docker Hub. So command is Docker space tag BGBox latest. This is your repository. So in this repository, this image will be stored, loaded. So enter. Yeah, sudo. First enter the code sudo. Let's copy paste this. Copy paste this command sudo. Yeah, copy paste this command. See, so yeah, so again enter the command sudo space Docker images. See, your repository image name. This is your repository TCS repo 1. So one image is ready. So this image you need to upload to your repository. So how to upload? This is command to upload. So Docker tag BGBox. Yeah, this command Docker push command. This is the repository. Your image name, tag name latest. We change the latest, right? Yeah, the latest image is the Docker. Busy box is the latest, right? Image latest is the busy box. This busy box image pushed into this repository, right? Copy paste this command and enter here. Before that, we need to enter the sudo also. Space, enter. See, it is pushing the previously we pulled the image from Docker Hub. Again, we are pushing image to Docker Hub. Two things we are done completely successfully. Now go on to your Docker Hub repository. So this is open source. So and refresh. So image your image to come to here. See, one image came. So see latest. My image latest. See. So this is your image file, right? Like that we can here we can create the repository. Under your repository you can push the any images image containers to here also. This is one method. The external repository I push external repository I pushed the images, right? What about internal repository? In AWS we have internal repository. That internal repository name is, yes, go for your AWS dashboard. Yeah, this is my AWS dashboard. In AWS, to store the code file or image file or containers files, we have the one location, internal repository. So the internal repository name is Elastic Container Registry. So this is the place. In this place, we can store the your containers, all containers we can store here. See, open the Elastic containers, not service. Is here. Elastic Container Registry. Is here. Elastic Container Registry. Open Elastic Container Registry. Just click on Elastic Container Registry. Now you can see. So this is the place. So Elastic Container Registry. So here we can create the private repositories. We can create public repositories. Okay, just create a repository. Yeah. So here you can see option private, public. Select anything is a public repository or private repository. If you want to create public repository, here create here sample demo repo 1. Okay, so create like that. We can create a repository. See, one repository. This you can push the images from your local system, so you can upload the container to this repository. This is one method, and also same way you can create public repository also. Create repository, public repository. Select public. So public means anyone access that repository. We have rights. Private means you only have the access to that repository. Your name of the repository. So sample repo 1. Report to sample report to. So you just create repository. See, repository will be created. See, so this is private repository. This is the public repository. So sample repository, open this public repository. Is there any images here? There are no images pushed here. Now, how to push the images from your local system to AWS ECR, Elastic Container Registry? This is a very important concept. How to push? So we have the command. We have a set of rules. So just click on view push command. Now you can see the here 4 steps, very important steps. So we want to push the images. For example, real time what happened, this is your Linux page computer. This is your computer, Linux computer. You are the developer. So we have some applications are there, sudo space docker docker images. Yeah. So you have the one Java code, one Python code. You are converted that code into image. Again, after running your image, container will be created. So what are your containers? Docker, sudo space docker ps-a. Up to this one step. See, take the source file, source code file, that is Docker file. You need to learn how to make the Docker file. That I will tell you. So Docker file, from Docker file to Docker image. Once you run the Docker image, Docker container will be created. So these are the Docker container. For example, Nginx is one Docker container. Hello World is one Docker container. Okay, 2 containers are there. After creating containers is the one step. So step 2, containers, how to push containers to your internal repository or external repository. So just now I explained. So how to upload your container to external repository, Docker Hub I explained. So you can push the container to Docker Hub successfully. That is one method. Same way you can push this container to your internal repository, AWS. Internal repository, AWS also we have 2 public repository, private repository. So that name is the ECR, Elastic Containers. How to push this container to ECR. This is the second step. This is the first step also you are receiving some errors, and second step also you are seeing the some errors. As a pressure, you will try to install all these steps, you will have so many issues. So you have to troubleshoot one by one. Step one. After steps two, how to push this container to ECR, Elastic Content Registry. Now go for AWS dashboard. Yeah, these are the push commands. So this is my ECR repository, sample repo. I want to push that container to here from your local system. It may be Windows or Linux. Right now I'm showing Linux, right? Same process for Windows also. So I'm pushing that Linux container image to your AWS cloud ECR, Elastic Container Registry. Once pushing, next step 3 will start. Let's see. First step 2, to push the image, these are 4 steps, critical steps. So see, so make sure you have the latest version of the AWS CLI and Docker install. That means in your local system, you are in the Windows or Linux, AWS CLI must be installed in your Windows, and also Docker must be installed in your Linux. These two software already you have to install. So how to install? If you click on this link, it will clearly explain how to install the AWS CLI and Docker. Just click on this window, open link. Yeah, here we have the complete information to install the Docker and AWS CLI. See, using AWS CLI, how to install the AWS CLI in Windows and Linux. You have set of commands. After that, how to install the Docker, you have set of commands. Okay, this is step 1. So yeah, so before start the step 1, this is prerequisite. So once the install the AWS CLI and Docker install, now you can start. Now go for your Linux system. AWS CLI install or not, you have to check. So Docker we already installed, right? Go and check AWS CLI install. Sudo space Docker's hyphen version. Docker is installed. Docker version is showing. What about to AWS CLI? Sudo space AWS hyphen version. Yeah, AWS CLI 1.8 is there. So, but we need latest version. That is okay, but we need to install latest version. So AWS hyphen version. See, AWS version 2.3. Yeah, AWS version 2.3 already installed. So I installed AWS CLI already. How to install in your machine? This is we have the commands also. Here go for AWS CLI. Yeah, just now we open, right? This is the syntax to install the AWS CLI in your system. So in case using AWS CLI, yeah, install AWS CLI in command line interface. Sudo yum update install. This is the Docker installation steps. Docker image, okay. Just click on here. AWS CLI. AWS CLI. It will display the official document to install the AWS CLI into Linux machine or Windows. AWS command line interface. Yeah. Scope or documentation. Click on documentation left side. Now you can see user guide. So we have the AWS CLI. So configure AWS CLI, get started, install. Configure using AWS CLI, get started, install, and yeah. Yeah. So if you want to install the AWS CLI in Linux or Windows Mac. So these are 3 steps are there. If you want to Windows, you can see steps for Windows. You have to install AWS CLI. One Linux, these are steps to install the Linux. So this is command to install the AWS CLI. Copy paste this command to Notepad. Yeah. This command to install the AWS CLI into your system. We enter these 3 commands, AWS CLI will be automatically installed. Okay, I already installed. So to install the same process, I will show you again so that you will get idea. See, copy paste this command, enter into Linux system. This is your Linux system, right? Enter. Copy paste here. See, AWS CLI software downloaded. AWS CLI is there. AWS CLI version 2. Unzip that file, uninstall. See, already unzipped, uninstall these 2 commands, automatically install. After installing the AWS CLI, and check the version. How to check the version? So this is command AWS hyphen version, like Docker. See, AWS hyphen version, it will show like AWS version 2.3, 2.0, about 2.0. So minimum 2.0, 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So the latest version I install along with the AWS CLI, Python also install. Python 3.8 latest version also install. So after installing the AWS CLI, you need to connect to your AWS dashboard. See, in the Docker Hub, you want to push the image to Docker Hub, you are login, we are connected to Docker Hub, right? So how you are connected to Docker Hub, external repository, Docker sudo space, Docker login, this command. So why we are entering this command? So this is command to authenticate to log into Docker Hub. So once you log into Docker Hub, you are push your local image to your local container to Docker Hub. Same way, so we need to authenticate to AWS dashboard also. So command is AWS config. So NFIGUR, the configure. It will ask the programmatic access like access key and secret key. You already know how to download the access key and secret key. Now where we can download the access key and secret key, go for your AWS dashboard. Log into dashboard. Yes, this is my dashboard. So open another window. Yes. Okay. In which region I am selecting here, go for your account, my security credential. So you can generate the access key and private key. That access key, private key you can enter for root account. See, create a new access key. See, this is my access key and the secret key. Copy paste this one. Yes, copy paste to notepad. So now enter your access key. Copy this access key. Go for a Linux computer. I'm able to authenticate. I am logging into my local Linux machine to my AWS dashboard via CLI mode. I enter the access key and then enter the secret key. So yeah, secret key. Yes, copy paste here. Yeah, I successfully log into my, yeah, it's asking the default region name. Right now I am working which region. So go and check it. We launched we connected the Linux machine, right? So this comes under which region. So go for EC2 dashboard. EC2. Yeah, we are working under regions US East 2. So this is the region we are working, right? So go for instance, select this one. Yes, used. This is the region we are working. This is the machine we are using, Linux machine. By using this machine, we are connected to AWS dashboard. We are uploading the container to the ECR, Elastic Container Registry. This is system we are using. This is region name US East 2. Okay, now enter that information. US East 2. US East -2. Okay. Default output permit JSON or YAML. So I am using JSON. We can give YAML also. Clear. Right. So I am successful log into AWS dashboard. Now you can upload, you can push your container to AWS ECR, Elastic Container Registry. So how to push? You have the commands. See, you have push commands. Go for your repository ECR. So these are push commands. Okay, all AWS CL install and successfully logging into AWS dashboard, and Docker also install, and we have the Docker containers. Now I want to push the Docker container to this ECR. So Elastic Container Registry I want to push. This is the first command. What is command here? Retrieve on an authentication token, authenticate your Docker client to your registry. Yeah. So copy paste this command. This command needs to execute one by one successfully. Yeah. Copy paste this command. Enter. See, enter sudo and then copy paste. See, command will be executed. That's some issue. Yes. Sometimes we will have some issues. At that time, what we have to do, reboot the system. So once go and select the system. Yeah, after AWS CLI authentication done, just reboot the system. So select system, and then select the instance stage and reboot. Yes, reboot. Yeah. So we successfully install the Docker software. Once you install the Docker software and download the sample images from Docker Hub to Docker, your Docker local machine, we are downloaded some Docker images. Once you run the Docker images, container will be created. So container is nothing but lightweight virtual machine or lightweight application. That applications we need to push. We already pushed that application to Docker Hub. in your own repository. Again, push that images to ECR. Now we are trying to push that images to ECR. So see, refresh. Again, refresh. Once install the AWS CLI, just reboot your system. So sometimes it will do error. Select the system instance. Yeah, this is system, right? So connect. After rebooting, click connect, connect, connect. So still not at reboot. I can try. So reboot will take 2 to 3 minutes. Connect, just a minute. Just wait. Still not at rebooted. Wait 2 more minutes. Refresh. So once install the AWS CLI, just connect. Connect. Take time. Refresh. 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 So click connect tab. EC2 instance. Connect. Still not at report. Let's wait 2 minutes. So this is the security groups. See the security groups. Inbound rules. Edit inbound rules. Yeah, everything is good here. SHE anywhere. IP for several rule changes. Go for your instance. Launch instance. Test server connect. This instance connect. See, now it's connected, right? Yeah. So now check the. So before that, we need to check the first AWS hyphen version. Yeah, AWS hyphen version is installed. We are authenticated successfully. Again, sudo space docker hyphen version. Docker version also ready. Okay. Next to clear docker sudo space docker images are there now. So this is problem. Issue with the docker images. Sometimes we need to start the docker service. So docker image is not showing. What you have to do, so sudo space update y. Yes. Next to sudo space space install space docker y. Yes, this is already installed. Start the docker set sudo space systemctl start the docker service start docker docker service and check the docker service is active or not. Sudo systemctl status docker running. Okay, now check the docker images. Sudo space docker images. Yeah, it's showing, right? Next to sudo space. Sometimes we need to start the service. It will be once you reboot, right? So service will be stopped. Sudo space next to docker ps hyphen a containers. Is there any docker container? Yes, 2 containers there. I want to upload 1 container. I want to push container to ECR. That is our concept. Very important. So for that, again go for your push commands. Log into your ECS dashboard. Yeah, this is push command, right? First copy paste this command. You can copy paste notepad also. What is the command is there? What is intention of the command? This is the command, right? So yeah, so the problem is, see, what is there in this one? US East one, right? But we are working on which region? Our region is US East 2. Yeah, that is problem. Select check our region. Yes, our region we are working under US East 2. Now just modify that syntax. US East 2 is 1. US East 2. Yeah, remaining all are same. Yes. Now copy paste this command. Okay. Enter. Public is amazon.com TTY device cannot connect to the endpoint URL HTTP. Okay, sudo. Yes, sometimes you receive the error message. Yes, what we have to do again, authenticate to AWS. So AWS configure, enter your access key ID. After rebooting again, authenticate. Yes, you want authenticate and enter the key name. Yes, US East 2, right? And then region, yeah, correct. Now enter this command. AWS ECR public get login password region US East to Docker login username password. Right. This first command to push the images to ECR. I should be login succeed. So again, sudo is not executed. Must be executed. Enter this command. Right. What I have to do. CLS. It's really not working. So this operating system not supported. Okay, sudo space su here. No, it's not supporting. Let's change the system. Process is same. So I'm taking one more system in same region only. Let launch instance. Retail. One launch the instant details. Hashtag name. Name is the test server. Convert security groups. Yeah, default security groups only. You launch. Key pair. Select new key pair. Just key. Launch instance. I launched one more system. So sometimes we are facing issues. Again, take one more system or change the operating system or change the regions, and we have to try. Yeah. So the process is same. So once you install the AWS CLI and Docker, then you have to enter this command. Next, you have to enter this command, and then you have to enter this command. So automatically, image will be, you can upload it into your ECR repository. Once image uploaded, ECS service you can run. I will show you how to run the ECS service. This is under, yeah, same reason, right? Okay, so just click on this one. One system ready. Yes. Yeah, before that Git. I'm setting the I'm taking one more image. I try to push another image. Let's see. So many public images. Let's see. We want the easiest, right? The easy elastic container. Easiest. This I'm taking this repository. I clone this image. I have one image here. So I try to push this image as well as over your local system. Yeah. So I install one more system, right? So before that, go to this previous one only. Connect this one. From GitHub, I'm taking custom image. So clear. Yes. So sudo git sudo space git. So I'm cloning that image. Clone. Copy paste here. Yes. Sudo yum install. Installing git software. Yes. Enter. Yes, install. That's sudo space git space. I'm just cloning the one repository from git. I'm downloaded the one image ls cd space ecs ls. Yeah, we have some docker files here. Now enter this command. Yeah, this some issue with this system only. Okay, so connect to next system. So I launch one more system. Just click connect. Yeah, click connect. See, if it's not connect, we need to login as putty. It's not connected. We already download keypair, right? Open the putty software. We completed first step successfully. We are at second step. Putty open putty's generation. Putty gen. For new system, we already download one key pair. I'm saving that private key. Select putty generation. Just a minute. Yeah. And putty generation. Yeah. So download. Select sh1 RSA key. Select download. Just now I downloaded one key pair. All files. Take that key pair. Yeah, just key pair. Open. Right. Click OK. So next to save as a private key. Yes. Sample key. Save. After saving, I try to log into new Linux OS. Just copy the private public IP address and open putty software. Paste here, then sh authentication browse. Select that key file. Open. Now this Loon on Linux system, so we need to install the AWS CLI. So username is admin. Yeah, once you log in, now see how to do. Yeah, so this is the new Linux system. So the nothing is there. Just sudo apt hyphen get update default plugins or first install default plugins. Sudo apt get update. Right. Once install the default plugins, just check the AWS CLI install or not, and then check the Docker install or not. Let's see. AWS first install the AWS hyphen version. That will increase the font size so that you will settings appearance change. Right. Okay. Right. See, AWS old one is there. So I want to install the latest one. So this is the command to install the AWS CLI latest one. Yeah. So this is the command. Copy paste this one. Right. Put the copy paste here. Yes. Right. Then unzip this software AWS CLI. Yes. Yeah. Sudo apt I can get install the unzip software. Unzip. Right. Unzip is installing. So I installed the download the AWS CLI. So again unzip it under this command. Zip. Yeah, it's unzip. Once in unzip, just install the software. AWS CLI software. Yes. Yeah. Installed successfully. Okay. Now test here. So yeah, already installed. So now so AWS hyphen version is installed successfully. Yes. So next one, so we need to install the configure the AWS hyphen space configure. Yeah, so here first configure these commands, access key, logging to AWS dashboard. Yes, enter the secret key, same process. Previously we did in Red Hat on the Amazon Linux. Now I am doing in the Ubuntu like this one, Debian operating system. Default no US east to region, not changing region, JSON format. So yes, successful login. Now next check the sudo space docker space hyphen version. Docker is installed or not. So there's no docker install. Now install docker as well as space docker. Yeah, not installed. Now go and install the docker. So sudo space apt hyphen. This is you Debian Ubuntu commands are same. Sudo apt get hyphen install docker hyphen install the docker. Now start the docker service. Sudo systemctl start docker. Sudo systemctl start docker. This is a, I think this is a reason problem. Sudo yeah, this problem with reason only. Let me change reason and go for Singapore. Yeah, I'm selecting Singapore and just check any systems are available in Singapore. Right, some systems are available. So I need Linux web server 1. Stop this one Linux system. Start this Linux system. You launch the reset instance. I'm not at a Singapore region. Okay, this web server 1 is there. I launch this. Yeah, desktop stage. Let me start this instance. See, step 1 we successfully completed. So install the Docker, download the Docker from Docker Hub, and push the images your local system to Docker Hub. That part is completed, and again we are running the Docker images and Docker container also created. Step 2, push that images to ECR. So at ECR we are facing issues. So some regions will not support our free trial account. So just we need to change the regions and change the operating systems. We have to try like this. I'm starting this Linux computer. US East 2 is not working in my dashboard. So that is the reason start instance. So yeah, my instance is running. I changed region. So this is comes under AP Southeast 1. So I'm trying same practical steps are same as it is. Here also we need to create the this one. ECR elastic content registry repository also we need to create here also. Yeah, I will show you. First log into this one. So first study the system and then create the registry. Now system is ready. Yes. Spending episode 1. Now it's running, it's short initializing. Yes. So in this Singapore location, go for ECR, Elastic Container Registry. Now create one repository, same process. Elastic container, meanwhile, Elastic Container Registry, and create one public or private repository. Our target is we need to push our images to this repository. So create one repository. Yes, public repository name demo. Okay, so create repository. Yes, create repository. Yes, repository is created. Okay, this is the demo repository. So we need to push the images to our repository. Okay, now go on for your EC2 dashboard. Now we are at Singapore region. Right, so now to see. So web server 1 start initializing. This is the web server 1. I think this is there any alarm activated? Oh my god, we have activated alarm here. Disable alarm. Edit. Yes, now connected to, yeah, my system is ready. Now connect it. Click connect. 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 Yeah. Clear. So yeah, now start same process. I'm repeating again steps. Here. Unless any directories, yeah, this is repeated, right? Sudo apt -get -y, install the default plugins. Okay, so AWS -, first check the Docker installing or not. Docker install, okay, sudo docker -version. So there is no Docker. Sudo apt -get docker -y. See, Docker is installing. After installing the Docker software, start the services. Sudo systemctl start Docker. Yeah, this is also a problem we are facing. Sudo ctl now it is not running Docker in this computer also. Let's go for instance. That launch the Linux, Amazon Linux only. So ptab, let's select Amazon Linux. And if instances remaining all are same. Is the size 20 GB. Add tags, name. This is the Docker operating system. Select, configure all default settings only. Each again coming. Okay, my system. Yeah, just a minute. Go for instance. I'm selecting the region Singapore. Singapore or Mumbai, you can see the region. Yeah, Singapore. Just create one instance. Yeah, that system already alarms are created. That is the reason it's not installing. Freshly creating new system. Yeah, just select. Yes. Getting building issues. Go for my building dashboard. Okay, so it's a problem with my building. Okay, so yeah, I have some billing issues, so no problem. So you guys just practice today. First step one. So how to install the Docker, how to install the AWS CLI. Okay, so and then after installing the AWS Docker, and then connect it to a Docker Hub, and then download the images from Docker Hub to a local system, and push the images to Docker Hub. That's the part one. And then install the AWS CLI and authenticate the AWS CLI to your dashboard. So select region value. So if you region any problems, just change the regions and try to push the images to the ECR. I will show you again tomorrow how to push the images to ECR repository. So step one, do it firstly. And next one is the same steps you can do Windows also. See, install the Dockers in Windows, same process. Just now I showed the installation part in Linux. Same steps you can repeat in Windows also. So Windows system also you have to download the C. So you have to download and install the Docker file here, and also AWS CLI, AWS version. After installing the AWS CLI version and authenticate the via AWS CLI CMD to your AWS dashboard. So showing version. Yeah, this is the 2.4 latest version, and then click here also same process. What you are entering in Linux, same process. AWS configure. Yeah. So it will ask the details. So once entering all the details, next here install the Docker. Upon installing the Docker, download some images from Docker Hub to your Windows PC, and again push that images to Docker Hub. This is step one, part one. So next part two, create the EC Elastic Container Registry. Okay. So we need to push the image to Elastic Container Registry. I think your systems will work. My dashboard is having some billing issues. Same process. I will explain you process. See. So on your system, just create the repository, public repository. Once you create a public repository, go for ECR Elastic Container Registry here. See, go for Elastic Container Registry. Yeah, click on this Elastic Container Registry. Here you have to create the private or public repository. See, I created some repository, right? Just click on one repository. This is your repository. After creating repository, you can see the view push commands. So you have to follow these 4 steps. You need to enter your local system as the Windows or Linux. So enter one by one. These 4 commands will execute. So automatically image will be container will be uploaded into here. It will look like. So once you upload a container, the container image comes like this. This is the one repository. I already pushed the container image here, like latest, like this image will come here. Once image comes, so you can run the ECR Elastic Container Services. Click on ECS Elastic Container Services. Yeah. So this is the Copper task definition. Click on clusters. Yeah. Here I create one cluster from this cluster, so I can run the. I can add that images to here. See, the container is running like this. So same process we can do for the ECS Elastic Container Service also, Kubernetes service also. Okay. Tomorrow next class I will show you after push the image, after how to run that, how to take that container image to ECS, how to run that container is to EKS, ECS and EKS. ECS means Elastic Container ECS Elastic Container Service in AWS. EKS means this is the software taken from the Google. So Kubernetes service from open source software is developed by Google. So that service taken by AWS, you just enter the name as a Elastic Kubernetes service. So both are the cluster management only. ECS, EKS are used for cluster management. Once container ready, that container we can use in EKS and ECS both. I will show you how to use ECS and EKS. Next class I will explain. So meanwhile, step 1, step 2, try to do it. Step 1, Docker images, install the Docker and download the images from Docker Hub to your system and push the images to Docker Hub. After that, install the AWS CLI, authenticate AWS CLI to dashboard, and then push that image to here, Elastic Container Registry, ECR, Elastic Container Registry. After pushing the containers, so after pushing, it will display, your container will display here. ECR public, open this one repository, it will come like this. So this is the container. Let us see the one container. This container you can utilize in ECS and EKS, Elastic Container Service and Kubernetes Service, both. So you can use ECS, you can use this container, and also you can use the same container in the ECS, both. Okay, and also we have some public images also, public gallery. These are the public containers. You can run this container in ECS, Elastic Container Service, and EKS, Kubernetes Service also, both. Got it? Yeah. So do it step 1, step 2, step 3. I will explain again, and step 2 also I will repeat again next day. I have some issues. I will clear that issues and I get back to you. Clear? Any doubts?
No.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will share this recording as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So next class will be on Monday only. So Sunday is no class. I will start again Monday.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Vishwa, from your side,
yeah.
you connect to your laptop. So once you connected your laptop, check, just log into your Outlook and check if you receive any emails. So Monday we will discuss if you receive how to do the initial trainings. So
Sure.
We'll start it.
So my joining is like from Tuesday, because they told meetings and initial conversations will be on Tuesday. So
Okay.
Monday there's no session, it's not starting on Monday.
Okay.
So yeah, but I did logged in my laptop, office laptop, and yeah, but
Authentication.
there's no email regarding anything right now.
Sure. No problem. No problem. Good.
Yeah, but I'll keep you posted whatever comes up new. Yeah.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.